Santa Barbara is more than a city, it's a lifestyle. Let's go check it out. Okay, welcome back to another episode of Lifestyles of Santa Barbara. I am really excited about this episode. We are bringing in somebody that has been around for a very long time, and she's doing some great stuff for our kids. That's what I like about this cause. So, Natalie, come on in and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Guy. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You know, what you're doing here, we're going to be talking about the Teachers Fund. Since 2002, Teachers Fund has empowered Santa Barbara County teachers from Carpinteria to Lompoc by providing tools and materials their students need to thrive. This is pretty impressive that you guys have granted $2.2 million to K through 12 classrooms, and with needs growing every year. You're kicking off the biggest fundraiser this year because I know that you guys have had some, ups and downs, obviously, with the COVID, coming out of COVID, but I know that you guys are really well supported in our community. Just Natalie Grubb, aka Grubb Campbell, and your mom is a sweetheart, just a dear sweetheart and a very nice person. And you were telling me that she actually started it in 2002. Is that right? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, so I would just say that when Village started, I know we're not talking about the company, but Village Property started in 1996. And one of the main goals was to give back to the community. And one of the things that kept coming our way for donations, sponsorships, was for the schools, because these teachers were struggling. They were having to take money out of their pocket to buy art supplies, to buy crayons, to buy rugs for their kindergarten classrooms that hadn't been replaced in decades. And so Renee at the time was just thinking, gosh, wouldn't it be great if we could fund the teacher directly rather than just write a check to this person or that person or give money to the district and we don't know where it's going. And so after quite a few years of being asked from several different schools, teachers, nonprofits, she decided, I want to do something that will, I know 100% of what comes in is going directly to the teacher's classroom. And so that way they don't have to go through all the bureaucratic stuff with the district. They go, they buy what they need. After we've told them they're approved, they send us a receipt, we write them a check. It's that simple. And so since 2002, obviously at the beginning, we were funding probably about 25 to 30,000 a year. Then the word got out and it went up to 50,000. We're now, last year, the last school year, we had over 150,000 things we had to fund. And so now we are in the middle of our annual fundraiser, and we have now upped it. Last year's goal was 75,000. We raised over 100,000. This year, we have upped it to 125,000 as our goal because we need the money. Our classrooms, our teachers are in dire need of these supplies.
It's all over the news. And with what's going on, nationally with the cuts and whatnot, I don't know how that, I don't get into it because I don't have any kids, but I do have dear friends that have kids. And yeah, there's a huge need for it, and it serves a great purpose. You said here that generous community years past support village covers all expenses. What does that mean? What kind of expenses do you have for this? How does that work?
So we have a great board of directors who meet monthly to approve the grants. They're all volunteer. Nobody gets paid. Village underwrites any costs associated with every year after the fundraiser. We throw a party for our sponsors, for our donators. And, Renee Grubb just decided, I want 100%. So Guy, if you were to say today, Natalie, I want to do the student level at $500 sponsorship, every penny of your $500 is going into a classroom. You're not paying me 10% to be on the show or to be helping, monthly with the grants or to volunteer up into the event. We just had a committee meeting last night with our committee. They're all taking time out of their busy lives to help throw a really fun party on September 4th. So that's what we mean when Village underwrites any costs that are associated with the Teachers Fund.
And that's a good party. I've been to a, yeah, I mean, it's a great party. It's a good vibe at that party. And I think, who's the gal that reaches out? Brianna?
Yes,
Yeah,
Brianna,
Brianna.
Brianna
Yes.
Johnson, she has been running this for over 7 years now. She is an angel. The amount of work she puts into it and she gives it everything with her heart and soul. And we're so grateful for her because if we didn't have her, I don't know.
Yeah, you
It
need
wouldn't
people to
go.
help you,
Yeah,
support.
yeah.
It's a great cause. Were you born and raised in Santa Barbara?
So I was not born here. I was born in Santa Monica, but moved here second grade. So I was 7, and I went to Vieja Valley, great public school in the Hope School District, and then La Colina and San Marcos. My kids grew up here, went to Washington Elementary, La Colina, and San Marcos. Daughter graduated, son's still there. And it's fun when we're on these meetings doing the grants because I know these teachers. My kids have been in their classrooms, or when I was volunteering in elementary school, I got to know them all. And it's fun to grant what they need, but it's also super sad to see what their needs are because they're so basic, Guy. You would think, oh, great, they're going to ask for, a robot so that they can do this or that to, elevate their classroom. No, they're asking for basic supplies now. It is a disaster what's going on at our district because of, I don't know what's going on, but they need pencils. They need, iPad chargers. A lot of the teachers need upgraded iPads so that they can teach their students properly. So we get requests all over the gamut. But having kids, having grown up in the Santa Barbara Unified School District, seeing the needs and knowing these teachers, it really hits home to me. And that's why it means so much. And my kids have both volunteered for the Teachers Fund. They've gotten high school credit. San Marcos High School has been so gracious and they've put us on their list. So if there's any high school kids out there that go to San Marcos, I don't know if it's approved through the Unified School District, but I know San Marcos definitely recognizes the Teachers Fund. If you want to get any community service hours, we'd love your help on September 4th. We're looking for volunteers. So it's been a huge part of our lives since my mom started it in 2002.
It's a great event and what a wonderful cause. And Michael, you want to pull up one or two of those slides? We're going to have Natalie let us. Okay, so this handsome guy here
Yeah.
is your husband, Brian Campbell.
Yep.
Does he still have political aspirations? Because I remember that he was on our radio show when he was running for.
City council or school board,
Yeah,
maybe.
I
Yeah.
think it was.
He definitely is still involved. We've realized being in the background's a little bit more effective than being up front because people aren't very nice to you when you run for office here. But he's got super thick skin, and he's a God-fearing man. And I'm so blessed that he's my partner in life, wonderful father, and just an awesome realtor too. But yeah, we'll see, Guy. I can't say no. I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no. Maybe once the kids are out of college and our reputations, can take another beating.
Oh, you guys are great. Hey, let me go back to the needs and how the teachers get involved. I was watching a clip the other day where they were talking about how in some parts of our country, the teachers are actually spending their own money going out there and buying supplies. And is that this way here as well? Do we have some teachers that are stepping up? Because to me, that's huge. I mean, it's come a long way. Supplying schools. I remember I can barely remember when I was in elementary school, but it was tough back then. It's got to be a lot more tough. It's going to be a lot tougher now because there's more kids, right? There's
Well,
just more.
yeah. There's more kids, there's more kids that are, needing the help. So I know you don't have kids, but when we would show up to school, it was always that back to school night. And the teachers would say, hey, here's the list of supplies that we really need for your student to excel this year. And they'd send home, to the parents a list of things
That's
that,
it. That's right.
right?
Yeah.
And I was just actually reading an article an agent at our company sent me, because I, of course, hit everybody up Monday at our office meeting to be sponsors. Our agents, we try to get 100% participation. We're getting there. We're not there yet. So any of our agents that are going to watch this, I hope you'll participate so we can get 100%. But yes, the teachers are spending their own money, Guy. They don't make enough money to be doing that. But because they truly care about these kids, they're doing it. And that's really where Renee saw the need. At least maybe I can fill a little bit. I can help a little bit, right? And so that's been a huge help to these teachers. And the article I was reading, this teacher said she was mortified to she doesn't like back to school night anymore because she's having to ask these families every year for
For
more
help.
and more help because they're not getting it from their schools. And so Teachers Fund, I mean, if we could get more people to help us and donate more, if we could get 200,000 a year, we could fund every single thing that comes our way. We really, really try to. There are some things that come our way that are outside of our, we can't do it, or we have to get principal approval, and sometimes that doesn't happen, but it's super rare. And like I said, last year we had over 150,000, grants that were funded. And we have, for the first time, depleted our entire fund. So that's why 125,000, everyone on a committee thought it was too big of a goal, but I said we have to do it.
Right.
Actually, I'm hoping we hit 150 because I know we're going to get asked for that.
I think I was at the student level last year.
Yes.
We've contributed every year. I'm not
Yes.
sure what level we were at, but I think it's a great cause. Um, and not having any kids makes it really easy for Victoria and I to actually write the check. And I hope everybody that's watching this writes the check one way or another. You've got a kid in your life, right? I
For
have nieces,
sure.
nephews. So, why wouldn't you write a check to help out the Teachers Fund of Santa Barbara? I mean, just why wouldn't you? And why don't you have 100% participation within Village Properties? That's pretty funny.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's just, we have to push them. We did it. We got it done last year. We'll get it done this year. Sometimes everybody just needs a little more of a nudge. Um, but we'll get there. We definitely will. And one thing I just wanted to add, COVID really set these kids back. So fortunately, my kids were in a position to where we were able to accommodate them and make sure that they didn't get behind. However, a lot of these kids got behind. Their mental health has been suffering. And I just feel that if these teachers know exactly what these kids need, and that's what they're asking for. We sometimes get things that you wouldn't believe. They are supplies, but they're not necessarily related to specific like education. It's more like, I need fidget spinners for these kids. They're sitting here, they're losing their minds in class. Because
really.
yeah, a lot of these kids, a lot happened over COVID, and so they're still recovering. And again, if we don't take care of our children, then they're not going to take care of us in the future. And so even if you don't have a kid, like you were just saying, Guy, those children that are now being, raised in this system, they're the ones that are going to take care of us when we're older, whether it's, care, whether it's at the store. And so I just feel that the one thing we can do is try to elevate these children because they are not being elevated at the school level. Their teachers are trying, but they only have so much resources.
So let me ask you this, Natalie. When this happens, when you bring in the grants and whatnot, are the kids aware of this? That's a good foundation to get them started on, right? They're getting a helping hand. They're not getting a helping hand. They're not getting a handout, but they're getting support from our community. And I think, and that's why I started this show. I think that you know community is everything. I really believe that. I really believe that the more people know about what's going on in the community, how they can participate in the community. You say it takes a village. That's your
Yeah.
guys' thing, which is true.
Hmm.
But going that extra step, that extra layer of unity in the community, that's a good, in my humble opinion, that is a great lesson to be learned. They're not getting a handout. What they are is getting, a hand up here, and it starts by our community coming together. Is anything like that going on? Are the kids aware? Your kids, your children are, because they volunteer.
Right.
But is that presented to all the kids to get involved that way? Do they have the fill a backpack thing? Do they have this? Because I've seen that, right? Fill a
Right.
backpack for school. And I think my aunt back east was doing that for a while. Teachers Fund in Santa Barbara. All different communities have different ways of doing this,
Absolutely.
and getting involved. But is that something that you guys can't require it because it wouldn't be cool? But how are the principals and the teachers? I know they're grateful and whatnot, but do they actually educate how this support is coming along?
So I would definitely say at the elementary school level, these children are aware because the thank you notes and the drawings and the photos that these teachers send us, they're so heartwarming and they're so sweet. And normally I would provide that for you to put up, but for privacy reasons, we generally don't share the kids' faces. Um, but we get, oh, good, you did find
Yeah, we got
maybe
this off
good.
of your website.
Awesome. So we do have
We
some
are
letters.
prepared for
You are
you.
so prepared. I appreciate it. And yes, so these children are, they understand. These teachers are telling them, hey, you have this beautiful new rug that you're sitting on during story time because of Teachers Fund and the people that have donated to the cause and, this organization. So yes, definitely K through 6. It's hard to know if the junior high and high school teachers are sharing with their kids, hey, the reason you have iPad chargers is because of the Teachers Fund. The reason you have a calculator for your math test is because of the Teachers Fund. I don't know. Um, but I do know because I see the teachers, they thank me all the time. They come up to me. They're like, I just can't believe I've asked every year and you've said yes every year. And I'm like, wonderful, keep asking. Because we do, just so you know, the rules are we do one teacher per year. You can only ask for one grant per year. So we always encourage them, if like really plan ahead and get as much out of it as you can, because some teachers only ask for a grant of $250 towards something. We used to do $1,000 per grant, but because of the needs, we're having to scale it back to $500 per grant. However, if this podcast goes crazy viral and we can raise over $200,000, then we can go back up to $1,000 per grant, which we need. But we really want to fund every single classroom that we get a request from. So,
Well, we're going to put it out there. I think it's a great cause, and what I love most about it, it's homegrown, right
yeah,
here. With you and the family, you and Renee, and you've got um, a great organization that you and your mom steer. Village Properties. I know we don't really talk about the businesses that we're in on this podcast because it's all about our community. But you've got a big enough ship there to where, Sainer and all of your top people, and I'll be, talking to my favorite gal, Ruth Ann over there,
yeah,
who, let's get it out there. We're going to push it. Like I said, subscribe, follow, and like. It's the only way, and we've had success with our other causes that have come on the show. And I just received this check because somebody saw our podcast, and it's heartwarming for me.
Right? Yeah,
I mean, it's just really heartwarming for me, and I think it's just something that makes Santa Barbara so special. This is truly a lifestyle of Santa Barbara, where you know we do good, we do great stuff, we do. You're successful, we're successful, but part of our lifestyle is to always be giving back to different causes.
absolutely. And I think Santa Barbara is kind of the like epicenter of doing that. And our community is so incredible. And I saw Adam from Angels. What's it called? I'm sorry.
Adam's Angels, yeah.
Adam's Angels. I mean, what they've done is incredible. And
Yep.
I just feel that, when you find something that's really true to your heart and you want it to work, it works because of support from you, Guy, from all the community, from all of our, great lenders, our great, title companies. We're just so blessed because everybody does have that heart. And I just, we're so grateful. And I just wanted to pitch the website if anybody does want to donate.
I was just going to ask you to do that. Lay it out a couple of times. So,
Yeah, teachersfund.org. And it'll take you right to the homepage and you can click on the donate button. If you want to be a sponsor for this, we give you press up until September 4th and even after. If you just want to donate, I've got so many wonderful clients. If any of them get to watch this, I just want to shout out to them. They have been so extremely generous over the years. I think last year, my clients donated over $25,000 cumulative. This year so far, we're close to about 20. I have a few to hit up that haven't responded, but they'll hear from me. But we're just, teachersfund.org. If you want to donate, you can be anonymous. I know some people don't want their name because then everyone hits them up for other things.
right.
But we would just greatly appreciate anything, $10, $100, $5,000, whatever you can do.
Every little bit adds
Every
up
little
to a
bit.
lot.
As I told
Yeah.
Brianna Johnson, I was texting with her before the podcast. I said, we're there, we're getting there inch by inch. I was on the phone with my friend who owns Chicken Little, and I'm like, would you be willing to give us a gift certificate for our silent auction item? She's like, absolutely. So everybody is so willing to contribute and help. So, and that's the other thing. We're looking for donations for gift cards for our silent auction items. Like if you're a business listening to this and you don't necessarily want to be a sponsor, but you can give a $50 gift card to your restaurant or for a haircut or for a spa treatment, anything. We're looking for those sorts of donations too, so that we can get our silent auction baskets really robust for our event.
So have Brianna reach out to Guy again. She always does and says,
Okay.
Guy, what are you doing? I don't know that I received the email yet from her. But have her reach out again. We will support. We will write that check. And I've got a couple of good gift cards to Shell Hoops that I will donate.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've got
That
two
would be great.
$50 gift cards. I bought a bunch of them to give out to my clients, but couple to you guys would be pretty cool.
That would be wonderful.
So what is that website again? Teachersfund.org.
Teachersfund.org. So just get on there. Again, $10, $20, anything helps us. We are about right now, I'm very proud to say $15,000 short of our $125,000 goal.
Oh, this should be
We're
easy.
super close. Yeah. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I know. So when our committee said, Natalie, you're crazy for doing 125, I said, no, we're not. People need to see the need and they're gonna show up, and they've really shown up. So
That's why
again,
you're in the leadership role, because
well,
you make those, it's the leaders that find those unobtainable goals and make them obtainable, right? Is that,
absolutely.
yeah. So,
Absolutely. And with the help of our awesome committee and our agents at Village, they have been a huge support. We've got some really big sponsors from some of our agents, and we're just so grateful and blessed. We've got the best group of people surrounding us. So that generally provides us with the results we need. So
Well, you've got a great group of everybody over there. I love stopping by your offices. I love seeing everybody. And yeah, let's get 100% participation from your agents. I'm in. And so, what I do with this cast is once Michael cleans it up a little bit, he posts it. Have
Okay.
your people go to YouTube. Lifestyles of Santa Barbara, or
Yeah.
Lifestyles of SB, Lifestyles of Santa Barbara for YouTube, Lifestyles of SB for Twitter, Lifestyles of SB for Facebook. But I take it and I throw it out to all of my little sphere of influence, to the people that will receive it on via text.
Yep.
Hey, here's a good cause. Take a look. Get on their website. But me, I'm pretty blunt. I say, you need to give a couple of dollars
Yeah.
here. I
Do
mean,
something. Yeah.
yeah, let's do something. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
hey, I know I'm not going to keep you. This one here, as I know, is going to be short, right to the point, because we all love our children. A shout out to my niece, who just had my great niece 4 months ago, Zoe. So, Nora, I should say. I'm getting them
Aw,
mixed up.
congrats.
But yeah, thank you. So if anybody's had a kid in the family recently, you need to get involved here. That's just the way it is. If you've got elementary school kids, get involved. And if you know somebody that's in an elementary, K through 12, we all need to support each other. That's what Santa Barbara is all about. It's a Santa Barbara lifestyle. So, Natalie Grubb, I want to thank you so much for coming on and doing what you do for our community. I'm here to support you. Always have. I think I've supported every year a little bit.
Yes, you
Some
have.
years a little bit, others a little bit bigger. But have Brianna call me, and
I
we'll
will.
again support. Do you have anything you'd like to say as we close up here?
I just want to say thank you to you, Guy, because again, you every year you help us out to get the word out, and we're so grateful for that. And I think your podcast is great. It's definitely the future of media. And thank you, Michael, who's been so patient with my scheduling. So both of you. And I just hope that anybody who, really wants to help the future for all of us with these kiddos in Santa Barbara, we fund all the way from Carpinteria, just so you know, up to Lompoc. And like I said, the needs are just getting greater and greater every year. And we'd really like to exceed our $125,000 goal this year so that we can fund every classroom that asks us for help.
It's easy. Now, when I send you the link, or Michael will send you the link, I want you to instantly forward it. I know. I want you to forward it to Ed Edick. Ed Edick and I are in a Ranchero Pobres group. He's
Oh,
never mentioned it
okay.
at the group, but once you pass the hat around to the Rancheros, it
That could
fills
be
up a little bit.
impactful. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he
Okay.
needs to do that, and
All right.
he needs to get to a meeting and tell everybody how he's supporting this. I'll tell you what, I raised $1,000 just last week for the Scholarship Foundation of Santa Barbara, just by passing
The
the hat
hat.
around
Nice.
so he can do big
When's
at
the
the
next,
Pobres.
when's the next,
They're every Saturday.
oh,
And
the
show them
lunches?
this.
Is
I'm
that the
sorry.
lunch at Harry's?
Yeah, you know about that?
Well, yeah, my husband's gone a few times
Oh,
with,
that's right.
yeah,
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 he's gone with
Bill.
Urinander,
Yeah.
his stepdad, right? Or
No, no, just a friend. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Phil, yeah, he introduces him as his stepson. Why does he do that? It's one of those
Oh,
groups.
that's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's cute. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll shame Ed into passing the hat at the lunch. It's a good time, great people, and those guys are pillars of society, so they'll want to instantly give back. So we'll get them in
Absolutely.
there.
Well,
Now,
thank you for the Shaloub gift cards too. That's awesome. I'm going to let Brianna know. And then either she or I will send you a link so you can be a sponsor, Guy. We really appreciate it. And again, teachersfund.org. Get on that
teacher,
website.
thank you, Natalie, and
Thank-
I will see you around town soon. Life is great,
Yes.
and thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Guy. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Santa Barbara is more than a city, it's a lifestyle. Let's go check it out.